Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our workshop. My name is Alan Soria. I'm CEO and co-founder of We Are. We Are is an e-commerce acceleration agency, and we help brands to build their funnel and their performance selling online and trying to push forward the offline stores through online strategies, right? Well, my LinkedIn is right here on the slide, and we're going to talk about actions to improve your sales funnel. Right? I mean, every time we talk about selling online, we talk about this protagonist that we have that is the funnel, right? But we think that it's complicated, and I have like the urgency to tell you about selling online is easy. I think it's the next slide. Selling online is easy. Because selling is easy. If you come from the offline world, you know this better than anyone. Selling is easy. We don't talk about funnel on the offline business, right? We talk about stores and the placement of the store. But if you think about it, now that you know about KPIs and about funnels, you start thinking that, okay, maybe I didn't say it like that when I was in an offline, but I realized that it's more or less the same behavior, because the placement of the store is the amount of people that walk by the store, right? The amount of people that enter in the store is the amount of people that go to your website, and the amount of people that see some products on the hangers, if you are an online fashion store, is the same amount of people that navigate through your categories, through your listings, that use the filters on the online business, right? The amount of people that come to the wardrobe to try the product is pretty much the amount of people that go to your PDP, to your product page, and see the description and the color picker and the price and the way of shipment. So if you come like me from the offline business, when you were at the offline business as a salesman, you probably could tell how easy it is to sell from certain stores than other stores, right? So if a store have a good placement, probably will have a lot of traffic coming into your store, to your local shop, and it will be more easy to try to convince them to buy something. But when the placement of your store is far away, probably will be more hard. So you have to be more efficient, pushing through commercial actions in order to try to someone buy you anything, right? So selling online is pretty much like doing math. If you have in an offline store 10 visitors and one of them buy you something, in order to sell two things, you will try to bring 20 visitors, or having the efficiency to make them to buy two things instead of one. So first of all, you have to do the math. Things to improve your sales funnel comes after you learn about your funnel, you study your funnel, and understand your KPIs. So first of all, you have to understand your KPIs. How much traffic do this online store has? How many of them add a product to the cart? How many of them go through the process and go through the checkout? How many of them come back? So it's a way of seeing business, but it's not only online. It's also offline, this way of seeing business. But you probably didn't measure like that years before. So now you have an online store. Now you have the urge to measure everything on your online store and start questioning about the offline store. What about my traffic on the offline store? What about the conversion rate of my offline store? How can I improve that? Well, if you have a promotion On the offline store, probably the amount of people that come to your wardrobe and the amount of people that go through the checkout will be higher, right? If you have a lot of paying methods on the offline, your drop size on the cashier will be lower, right? It's common sense. It works the same way on the online business. But when we talk about offline business, we talk about probably not all the movie, probably a couple of chapters, because the people that walks in the store on the offline business it was already on the funnel because he saw the brand anywhere else, because he was reached by a certain campaign. So this person that you see standing on the floor of your offline business probably is a victim of your funnel, but you don't realize that because you don't track it the same way. But it works pretty much the same way. The full funnel optic is a way to target your audience and trying to have some actions to trigger them, and depending on which part of the funnel there are, your actions will be different. You have the top of the funnel. This is all story, right? You have the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. At the top of the funnel, your main objective will be make it wider. Your main objective will be reaching other people, right? So you have your followers, you have your cold audience, you have your heat, your hot audience, but you have to try to push this funnel wider with campaigns, with email marketing. So let's stop right there. So you're trying to project the growth of your e-commerce, right? And you know about the funnel, the top of the funnel. Forget about the bottom of the funnel, the top of the funnel. So what are you going to do in order to make this wider? And you don't have to be an expert at e-commerce to know this. You try to, in Argentina, we love soccer, we love football, and we say that you have to try to kick to the goalkeeper as many times as you can on this top of the funnel. What that this means? It means that you have to try some actionable campaigns in order to improve your paid source, actionable campaigns to improve your organic, actionable campaigns to improve your direct, and actionable campaigns to improve your referral from social media, right? And start asking the right question. What else do you have to bring people to your online store? You have your offline stores, right? If you put a tablet on your offline stores and you assist your funnel through the salesmen, probably you will have more people coming to your store. If you bring your email at the offline store and you put it on your email marketing campaign on your online store, you will make it wider. If you operate through different marketplaces and you put a QR code on the package of your marketplace, probably you will bring a lot of more people from the store. So you will start working in something like this. This is an example, and you have the whole year right here. You have your overall KPIs like units, average ticket, GMV, whatever, and you have your source of traffic, right? Organic, direct, Google CPC, Facebook CPC, email marketing, Instagram and Facebook referral, other, and this is this. It makes sense in Argentina only. That it's a landing from the whatever. It doesn't matter, but you have all the source right here. So, in order to reach this goal, that is selling more, you need to pay attention to this. These are the key of the success, right? You need to ask yourself what I am going to do in the Google organic source to make it wider. After you're done with that, you will ask yourself what I am going to do to make it more efficient. Like what I'm going to do to make that wider source of organic, Google organic right here, to try to convert that more often. And you have a lot of ways to do this, but you have to think about your value as a brand, your promotional actions that you can do, and try to merge that with all the source in order to have a strategy, long-term strategy. If you only push the button of sales, you will always have the same discussions. More product, more discount, free shipping, new paying methods, right? But what about the organic? How can I improve my organic? For example, of course, you will have a SEO strategy, right? But you can think about maybe understanding what your customers are looking for before knowing that they're going to purchase a TV or whatever. They're looking for what is the distance, the optimal distance between the TV and my sofa, for example. That is something that people Google all the time. They are going to ask about what's the difference between a smart TV, QLED TV. So if you have the information of your website and you push campaigns in order to open questions about the information that you have, you will make your organic funnel wider, right? And with that example, you will have others like paid media, and you have your Google CPC campaign and actionables between through times, your Facebook CPC and actionable through times, and you have to ask yourself once again, what's more out there? Okay, maybe programmatic, maybe outbound WhatsApp. You will start to dig deeper in order to find actionables to put your funnel wider. And it's not about being right. It's about trying. You have to try a lot, fail a lot, and keep only the things that worked. The other one, okay, this is not working. Let's try something else. But to train your team, your digital team, to keep pushing new ways, and try again with a twist, and try again with a twist. Whole year right here, right? Actionables to try to improve this metric of this source. And then this metric, orders of this source, right? Beside the commercial calendar, beside the communication calendar, beside all that, having actionables, tangible actionables, right? So the sales funnels, you will have at the top of the funnel, you will have all the source of traffic, pay media, SEO, organic, email marketing, loyalty programs, WhatsApp, community. What else can you do right here? You can start new channels. You can start new fonts, like for new source, like for example, live shopping. For example, in-store digital tools. For example, outbound WhatsApp, new social media. It starts to make sense that one initiative is in order to improve one KPI. And if you open the grid upstairs, it will be a mess downstairs, right? It will waterfall downstairs. Then you have the interest, the decision, and the action. And the problem with the brands is that they focus on this and they focus on this. They forget about this. They forget about the UX experience. They forget about how many clicks do I have to make in order to purchase something. And if you are in I don't know, food market, how can I do the repurchase without navigating the whole site? How can I find the killers of this week? So it all comes with a plan like this, right? When you understand that you have to have a plan like this in order to improve your e-commerce, you will now be at control of your strategy. And the whole team of the company will try to give you value, like, okay, maybe we can do this with this influencer or whatever, but you have to put it all on the same page. In a project, something like this, obviously for this presentation, it's cut in half because you will have downstairs, you will have at the bottom, you will have conversion rate, you will have NPS, KPIs, you will have the attach rate of store pickup, the number of in-store purchase that you are making with your salesmen, right? You will have the whole picture right here. So the thing that you have to pay attention at is that it doesn't matter what product or service you think that you are living off, and transform that, because your main business is not selling stuff online. Your main business is buying customers, and you're paying those customers through your product or your service. So remember the first thing I said to you, selling online is easy. It's easy. The game is about bringing people to your page, making those people to buy something from your page, and trying to make them to come back to your page. Whatever thing that you are thinking about that tries to improve those three things must be on your plan. So it's easy. It doesn't matter if you sell iPhones or food. It's the same way. Probably will be harder to make an iPhone user to buy another iPhone on the same year. Probably. But you can understand their needs and try them to buy you something else. If you are on consumer electronics, the people at consumer electronics always tells me we cannot trust our customers because they don't care about anything. They just care about the price and the product. They don't care about anything else, right? But you put yourself on the shoes of your customer, you will understand that they are trying to satisfy other needs, not the TV, right? For example, the fridge. I need to buy a fridge. Why? Have you ever asked yourself why? If you need to buy a fridge, probably it's because you move out, because you have a divorce and you move out your home, or you move out from your parents' house, or there was an electrical failure on your house and you had to change your fridge, right? So probably in an 80%, I try to reach that 80%, my bet, you need to solve your moving out. The fridge is one small piece of a puzzle that is moving out. So if you understand your customer right there, you can improve your organic source by giving them advice to moving out. But why I'm not a moving company, I'm in a consumer electric company. Why I will make a landing page with information about moving out? Because your customers need to move out, and they are making you part of the solve of their problem, one small part. And what about if you make a loyalty plan that if you move out with us, we give you free flight, right? The transport will be free. We pack the things you bought for your new house and the things you have, and we'll bring your transport to your new home. Can you do that? Yes, of course you can do that. You can do that. I mean, it's the difference between selling stuff and having a huge experience around your selling way, right? Your marketing way. So if you understand your funnel, if you understand the optic of this and your customer, where your customer is at, you can improve this. But you can improve this with something like this. With something like this. Putting a round table with the whole team and trying to shoot the goalkeeper, right? Okay, what we can do to improve this? What we can do to improve this? What we can do to improve this? And you will fail a lot. This doesn't work how I expected. This doesn't work how I expected, but this succeed. This is, I mean, we find gold right here. And remember about this. You are reaching your audience in order to get the email. Once you get the email, you can dig the value out of your customers. And when you make a relationship with your customer through your customer journey, there's nothing more effective than that in the loyalty program. So now you have the email of your customer and you have a lot of information that you can dig in order to make them the second part of your master plan, that buying something else. But buying something else that the first time, it's like a big goal. You have smaller objectives first. Like, for example, make them to come again. If you understand that this is a funnel, and now you reach this part of the funnel because the customer buy you a TV, the only thing you have to think about is getting this man and putting it right here again. The rest is statistics. So in order to do this, you need to have a tool, an excuse to bring that customer back again to the top of your funnel. That excuse, if you are in consumer electronics, may be, okay, I will give to you a monthly free guarantee for the product that you just bought if you scan this QR code, right? So they receive the TV, they see the extended monthly guarantee, they scan the code, and they came back to your site to redeem that. But they are already on the site. If you are a fashion brand, you probably can give them some gift card to buy something else, or a free shipping for your next purchase. And you give them a QR code and they came back. And when they came back, they navigate through some product, oh, maybe this, but I don't know, maybe later. And they drop, they're right here. They drop the navigation process. And now you have an abandoned cart that would take place, and that the rest is statistics. And after you do that, you start to study your lifetime customer value. Yeah, your lifetime value. The lifetime value of your customers, right? So who is buying 2 things? Who is buying 3 things? Who is buying 4 times? And why? Does it have any sense on the product mix that they are buying? Can I replicate this through all the customers? If you have a silver bullet and you have to make a shot, you probably want to know which are the products that you can push through email marketing automation through your database to make that shot the best way as possible, right? So when you understand the behavior of your database, you will understand that the lifetime value, maybe this customer, you pay for this customer between the discount, the operations cost, and the amount of money that you spend on the campaign to reach the first time to this customer, you spend, I don't know, $200. But this customer already spent $2,000 through the year. So if that take a good ROI, you will probably spend higher for this customer because you understand that he will make a lot of purchase through the year. So imagine this, now your CPA is changed by analyzing your database, because you were thinking about, okay, I can only spend $200 in this customer because the average ticket is 1,000, less 200, less the discount, less whatever, I will lose money. But no, because if he buys 11 times again this year, you will gain a lot of money. So your way of thinking change only by analyzing that. And that's a huge, huge change for CFOs, for marketing managers. But there are a lot of companies that are not doing this. So if you have to pay attention of imagine this as a huge keyword with buttons, right? So you have the actionable source buttons, organic, direct, paid. You push all those buttons in order to make your funnel wider, right? You plan your commercial actions to make your funnel wider and to improve those new customers that you reach with your new strategy on your site, right? But then you have to pay attention on the friction of your website. And probably on this e-commerce day, you will hear a lot of things about personalization, a lot of things about loading time, and a lot of things that are common on e-commerce, right? But nobody pays attention at design. Nobody pays attention at the common thing. They are all trying to have the best website ever with features that come like this and that, and the zoom in, zoom out, and the grid and the filters and whatever. By the when you give, if you implement websites, you give the site to the customer, and at the main slider they put something that it doesn't work, and at the category banner they put something without a call to action, and they start to make a mess. So you have to reduce friction with a good UX and with good design. Because if you put away the banners and put away all the product image of any site, you will get pretty much all the same sites. So the difference between site A and site B is the design, right? Based on, I don't know, based on how nice you think it is, or based on performance. Whatever it is, the difference between both sides is the design. So you have to understand your metrics. How many people come to my home and rebound? How can I improve that? First step, CTA. Second step, loading time. Third step, whatever, having a killer products on the first scroll, and keep asking questions about this and keep answering with actionables. You will not always be right. Sometimes you will have the wrong impression or something, and you will try it and you will correct that. It doesn't matter, but this game is about trying, having this, trying, improve that. Okay, now let's have the next step. Navigation process. How many people use the search bar? What my recommendation for the search bar are? How many people navigate through filters? And you will ask questions. The work of an e-commerce manager is asking questions and trying to solve those problems with actionables. That's it. It's pretty easy. When you fail, you come back. You roll back the thing that you deploy. When you succeed, you keep moving forward and ask the next question, that is, how can I make this better, even better, right? So learn testing. Learn testing is a way of thinking that probably I will advise you to defy everything, right? Ask the challenge culture. The challenge culture comes from this. Okay, this is working fine. Can I make a little change in order to see if I can make it better? Yes. Nobody can deny that. Nobody can tell you cannot try. Maybe they will tell you can try with your own money, maybe, but nobody can tell you to not try, right? So if you try, you learn. If you learn, you improve. So you have to not only improve the things that you are seeing on the dashboard that are pretty bad, you have to improve the things that are working fine too. So learn testing is a better way to do this. And beside all that, beside reducing friction and opening wider your funnel with tangible actions, there's always the formula of, I don't know, since always, about having a good calendar, right? A good commercial and communication calendar. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing having a huge event to communicate and a huge commercial event to communicate. It's not the same thing to launch in the winter collection than the Black Friday. It's not the same. It doesn't have the same tools. It doesn't have the same design for your upper funnel, middle funnel, and bottom funnel. There are different things, separated things. And you have to have different goals for that strategy. Okay, when I communicate something, I have the goal, for example, to make the funnel wider. When I communicate something that is a commercial thing, my main objective is to try to improve the conversion rate. It's not the same thing. If you have a site full of commercial actions, you have like a sales opportunity store. And if you have a site full of communication actions, you have a magazine. So there's a balance between the build of your calendar that you have to pay attention about. And you have to bring all the team in to understand how this part of the year will take place and how we will push this commercial and communication calendar with the tools that we said before, the source. How we'll improve the Mother's Day on October with organic. Okay, we'll have a landing page. Okay, and what else? Maybe we can have something on the checkout for gift, like gift wrapping and a gift card code promotion. Okay, now you have 3 things to build through the Mother's Day on October. But if you work your calendar each month, you will be late every time. So you have to start planning long-term, right? Planification is key. And understanding where, as I said before, in a fridge example, understanding where your customer is at, where is he stepping in your strategy, which part of the funnel he's at, and understanding the behavior. You buy a t-shirt on the store, it's right away, it's quick. If you buy a car, it's a long decision. If you buy a TV, it's a mid-term decision, right? So if you do actionable things to make them feel the urgency to buy it faster because this price will increase in 2 days, now you're making your customer journey shorter, right? So there are a lot of strategies to do this, but you have to make it your own, understanding your buyer persona and your customer journey in order to, okay, if I shut down the paid media campaign right now, I will still sell a lot this month and the paid campaign will be shut off. Why? Because the e-commerce is like a wave. When you do something, you have to wait for the wave to come back. You keep selling if you put your campaigns off because you built on the past a bigger funnel that now is heating up in order to reach to the purchase moment. But after the wave is past, you will have nothing. So understand your customer journey, project on long-term your actionables and your tools in order to make your funnel taller and wide. And that's it. That's it for today. Thank you to see our workshop. It's been an honor to be here at the first time at Africa. And this is it for me. Thank you, guys.